Host once again, Chris Bland, and I'll be taking you through the latest events over the last 7 days of Strongman. I'm afraid, as you can see from the surroundings and the quality of the camera, probably a little bit of the audio as well. We had another technical snafu. We're getting this sorted. It's getting a little bit better each time, but we're still working on it. This time the audio didn't record, so I'm having to reshoot it all over again. So anything I miss, guys, I'm very much apologetic for. But we're getting these out each weekend. Like I said, each time they're getting better. Let us know, please let us know what we can do to make these better each week. We really want to make this something that's professional and constructive and actually useful for you guys. But for now, anyway, moving on. Big week in Strongman. And starting off with Strongwoman, there was the European Strongest Woman competition down at the Strongman Sanctuary in Kent. Donna Moore won the Opens, absolutely bossed it. I think she won 5 out of the 6 events, didn't lose, but didn't win the power stairs. But other than that, just bossed it all the way through, pulled a 260 kilo deadlift on the silver dollar, which, again, phenomenal effort. So she'll be going through to the Arnolds, and a fantastic competitor, really impressed by the stuff she's been doing lately. So she won the Opens, and in I think it was the under 85 kilo was Meg Robson, and then the last one was the under 63s, and Catherine Brett Bartlett, I think it was. All of them English women though, or Team GB anyway, all of them from there. Really strong showing for British people just on what we're doing in the strong woman world. It's fantastic to see. So yeah, I think all of those 3 will be going through to the Arnolds. I'm not 100% on that, but looking strong anyway. Moving on, there was the SAP Cup, Strength and Physique Challenge Cup going on in Holland, and that was won by Alex Moon, and again, another just dominating performance. I believe this is the sort of qualifier for Holland's Strongest Man, and Alex Moon obviously came, I think he was 2nd or 3rd at the Strongman's Champions League World Final. Like, guy's a fantastic athlete. And yeah, bossed all but one event. I can't remember which one it was that he didn't get, but I think he hit a 160 log to take the win. I'm sure he'd have had more in him if he'd needed it. 400 kilo yoke in 11 seconds, and it's a nasty yoke that they were using. Fixed height, everything. Very good performance on that. 270 kilo deadlift for like 13 reps, and yeah, just worked his way through it methodically and came out with a win. Fantastic effort. One thing I'll say with that event and the next one that we've got coming up, which was won by Moller Larsen, is I'm getting all of this stuff and it's all in their native language. I speak only English, I'm afraid, and so while I'm trying my best, if some of this information is not 100%, please let me know. I'm working my best with it. So Moller Larsen put on an under 105 competition. He was only weighing himself at 93 kilos and he bossed it. I think he also took the win. Strong sort of relatively international field there. And yeah, took the win with it, hitting, I think it was a 110 kilo log, and he hit that for 8 reps on one of the events. And I think it was like a 290 kilo raw deadlift he hit as well. So phenomenal effort from that guy. Can't take that away from him. Huge. Excited to see what he does again at the European under 90s World Championship, European Championships. Should be fantastic to see a really strong competitor. We've got some really strong under 90s guys actually. One of them was competing. Well, there was, so official Strongman news. We've got, this weekend we had 2 official Strongman competitions going on for the first time. One was down in the south of England at Winning Health Solutions. And Tom Hibbert, the gym owner there, 90 kilo competitor, hit a 160 kilo log, which has taken him to the lead on our sort of ranking system. And I'm not surprised, it's a huge number. Nearly pushing double body weight with a log. Crazy. Especially as well, I think he on the same day pulled a 300 kilo deadlift, not 100% on that, but very strong indeed. Aaron Page, our leader on the open weight on the log, also hit I think he hit a 160 axle and a 170 log for 4 reps. There was Chris Sober, under 80 kilo competitor. He put up a 240 kilo deadlift. Fantastic effort. All of these will be going up on the website very shortly, guys, so get yourselves on, have a look. The other end, I put on a competition myself in York, an official strongman event, and we had some big lifts going on. As you can see here, Ian Sizer's already put up his lift. He did really well. His PB beforehand, like about 3 months ago, was 180 kilos, and he'd got that up on the site. and he pulled 235 on the day, about a 20 kilo PB for him on that day. Huge numbers and fantastic effort. And this is what we're trying to get. I think the winning deadlift as well, by the way, was about a 350 kilo from one of the open guys. I think that was Rich Hansen, who's, again, his lift will be going up on there shortly. But it's just fantastic to see these guys, and this is exactly what we're wanting from the site, is to try and get more and more people into the sport of strongman. I mean, Ian's been doing it 3 months, and to come through already, take part in his first competition, hit a big PB, and now he's booked on for a few more comps. It's exactly what we're after, trying to get as many people in as we can. So guys, have a look on that ranking system, see what we've done, see what these guys have pulled. They've done some great stuff, and if you want to run your own competition, send us a message. We'll give you the details on how to do that. I'll also be putting up a video and a written article in the coming sort of weeks on how to best to run your own competition, really, for official strongman. And yeah, it was great fun. It was really good comp. Moving on from that, Britain's Strongest Man's obviously coming up in January, not long now. Might even be a few tickets left, not 100%. I know they were very low when I last checked. But Terry Hollands, Eddie Hall, Mark Steele, Darren Sadler, and Andy Bolton were all doing some training the other day, just getting some feel for some of the equipment. So fantastic stuff. Sadly, I had my competition, so I wasn't able to film it. Bastards. So to finish this off, we had also Jørgen Skog Auckland pulled he's a under 105 competitor, and we've been talking a lot about guys pushing towards that sort of 400 kilo deadlift mark. He pulled a 340 kilo deadlift, which big PB for him, and just goes to show the quality of these guys. I mean, he's not even one of the better deadlifters in that weight category, and he's pulling 340 kilos. It's fantastic to see. So as well as that, we had Kajital Fiends, 90 kilo competitor, bench pressing 180 kilos on super fat grips. Whether it makes it harder, made it more impressive for me to watch, but it's super impressive. Trying to think news from the strongman world. I went and trained with Darren Sadler and Mark Steele on Thursday. I'd recommend watching that video. It was a really big eye opener. There was Johnny Banks down there. Andy Bolton was sat sort of watching and giving some advice. And Jonty Banks, I don't know how old he is, but he pulled a 270 kilo deadlift, and that's in the video, and that alone was well worth watching. Some really good young guys coming up as well. So definitely, guys, get yourself over, have a quick look at that. Outside of the world of strongman, Elliot Iron pulled, cleaned and jerked 246 kilos, I think it was, to take the world record at under 105. I know it's not strongman, but well worth noting regardless. It's a huge lift at that sort of body weight, and I think as strongman starts getting a bit more and more mainstream, we might start seeing some equally ridiculous numbers going overhead. Obviously, we're using an axle, but no reason why we can't see something like that in the future. Guys, I believe that's all I've got for this week. So go over to officialstrongman.com, have a look on there, see what we've done, and thanks, guys.